To test the extent of their creative side, many actors are attracted by the idea of going behind the camera to make their own films. But only a select few manage to impress audiences with their directorial efforts. Cult star Andy Serkis is one such artist who's brought his debut feature to the Toronto International Film Festival. And critics, along with fans, are already raving about it. Let's check it out.
Come, Master.
After appearing in British TV shows of the 1980s and 90s, thespian Andy Serkis shot to fame in the 2000s with the phenomenal Lord of the Rings movies.
I could ask you to dance, and you could say, well, I don't feel like dancing.
Working with some of the top directors in the film industry for years, the veteran performer finally decided to make an attempt himself at directing. Breathe tells the real-life story of Robin Cavendish, who, after being paralysed by polio, became an advocate for the disabled with the help of his wife, Diana. At Toronto, Serkis didn't shy away from sharing his feelings about going behind the lens.
Don't last long.
Can't move anything from the neck down, can't even breathe for yourself. How do you live like this? You get used to it.
It is a huge moment, actually, and I would be lying if I was to say that I wasn't nervous. I mean, it's such a. I suddenly realised it's such a totally different thing. Very obvious, but you know, being in a movie and going out and publicising it, and then having the opening nights, but actually making a movie and reaching these points are an entirely different kettle of fish, and it's thrilling and also very nerve-wracking.
Darling, call Teddy. I've had an idea.
A wheelchair that does his breathing for him. Are you sure it's safe?
It's worked so far.
The movie's lead, Hollywood star Andrew Garfield, who surprised fans by choosing to appear in a non-genre production, believes the film will be a source of inspiration to others.
Open the gates and set them free.
Bloody marvellous.
What now, Robin, a world tour?
Wouldn't that be an adventure? When I first became paralysed, I wanted to die. My wife told me I had to live. See our son grow up.
I hope it's very informative. You know, when I read the script, it felt like, oh, this is a template of how to live. This is a template of how any human being can deal with suffering, struggle, and limitation. There's something really kind of beautiful about what Robin and Diana were able to create together out of such devastation and loss, and the joy that they were able to engender within each other and within their group of friends, and you know, in everyone that came in contact with them. It's a really kind of beautiful thing.
To know you.
You can't love this.
Yes, I can.
The Cavendish couple's real-life son, Jonathan, who's known for producing the successful Bridget Jones franchise, was also involved in the production of Breathe.
Has anyone ever tried? Robin! Robin! You're right, Donnie.
Much better.
£5 says he'll never make it.
You're on.
I wanted to make the film to show the transcending power of love, even in the most difficult of circumstances. And if you have love and if you have the right friends and support around you, you can do anything. I wanted to make a film that showed all of us when we're feeling down and depressed and that life's pretty difficult, that even if it is, we can survive, we can overcome. That was the message that we all wanted to bring. And in order to bring a message like that, you've got to be very granular and particular in the story you're telling. So the film is incredibly truthful to what really happened in terms of the spirit of the characters and the events and everything else. So, you know, that's what we've tried to do.
I don't want to just survive. I want to truly live.
Breathe, which is being compared to the Academy Award-winning Stephen Hawking biopic, The Theory of Everything, is considered by critics as a serious contender for this year's Oscars.
No, you're quite right. No.